Ground ball fair. Guerrero to Lauer, and they've done it. The Toronto Blue Jays are American League East Division champions for the first time in 10 years.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is a very different video, as you guys can see. I haven't done a preview video for sports in literally a long time. I've done them in the past, but it's been a while. So, as you guys saw just before I came in the screen here, the Jays won the AL East on September 28th. And I was gonna do a video about it, just post it and everything, but I was like, it's fine, I'll just do like a preview video, and they start tomorrow. So the Jays and the Yankees are going to play for the very first time in the ALDS, which is crazy. I was talking to my friend and I was like, how have they never played in the ALDS before? How have they never played in the playoffs before? That's crazy to me. Now, this is a bit of a preview, but also not that much of a I'll probably talk for 5 or 10 minutes, not much to say. I'm not that big of a baseball fan, to be honest, even though I do have some merch. Because I went to a Jays game last month and I got some merch, but that's the only reason why I got some merch. But basically, yeah, it's going to be their first matchup for the Yankees and the Blue Jays. The Yankees are obviously coming off of the 2-1 series win against the Boston Red Sox from New York. So game 1, New York lost 3-1. Game 2, New York won 4-3, and then I'm just doing this off of memory. And then last game, game 3, New York won 4-0, so very easily, apparently. I was watching the game. I'm not a Yankees fan. I don't like the Yankees at all, to be honest, but I mean, that's normal. Yankees fans don't like Blue Jays fans, and Blue Jays fans don't like Yankees fans. But we're rivals, so it makes sense. But yeah, I was watching the game just to see who the Jays would face, and then I was low-key voting for Boston, but I mean, it's okay. I think the Yankees and Red Sox, or I think the Yankees and Blue Jays would make a pretty good matchup. So basically, both teams finished 94-68 on the season, so the Jays were able to win the AL East because they won the season series 8-5. So although they finished tied, the Jays won the season series, so the Jays won off the tiebreaker. The Yankees, before coming into the playoffs, they won, I think, their last 8 games of the season, while the Jays won their last 4 games of the season to be able to win. So Jays obviously have had the bye week. So I don't know if that'll affect them, though. I feel like it'll low-key affect them. I'm not totally sure how much it would really affect them, but I definitely think it would affect them a little bit. But it's going to be good because the Jays do have home field, and the Jays at home are 54-27, great record, and the Yankees on the road are 44-37. Not horrible, not bad. It's still above 500. It's fine, but obviously the 54-27 records is obviously better. So that doesn't mean that the Jays will win, obviously, but that definitely, it's good. Because then let's say Jays win three games at home, that's all they have to do. They don't even need to win in New York, right? So as long as they win in Toronto, they're good to go, basically. So in the Jays' last game I'm going to talk more about the Jays because I don't know anything about the Yankees. But basically, Kirk had 6 RBIs in the Blue Jays' last game, which is crazy, including a grand slam in the first inning. So it was 5-1 after 1 inning. Obviously, the Tampa Bay Rays made it interesting, making it 5-4 before the Jays exploded for another million runs and then won 13-4. So obviously that was no issue for them. But although it did get really tense, and honestly, I forgot his name, but honestly, the bullpen for the Jays has been really good. So there was a few times where it was bases loaded, 1 or 2 outs. It was a 1 or 2 run game, easily 1 hit, 1 fly ball would tie the game. And they've come in big. The Jays bullpen has come in huge at times when they need it to be, and they're going to have to do the same thing against the Yankees, of course. So we're going to see what they can do. The only thing that really concerns me right now is that the Jays are 0-6 in their last 6 playoff games, which is not good. I think they were all in the wild card. This is the ALDS, so the Jays have not been in the ALDS since 2015, so first ALDS appearance since 2015. First time they won the division since 2015, I believe it was. So it's been a decade. It's been 10 years. It's been a long time, bro. So we're gonna see what they can do this time around. But in the last 6 games, they've lost them all. So we're gonna see what they can do there. The Bo Bichette is still out. I don't think he'll be ready for game 1. There's still nothing even saying that he's ready. So he's a big loss, I feel like, at this time. I'm going to go into some player stats at the end. But yeah, honestly, I feel like Bo Bichette is going to be, like, they've obviously figured out ways to win without him, so they obviously don't need him, but I mean, they're obviously going to be a lot better with him, so I would obviously hope that they would have him back, but it doesn't look like he'll be ready for tomorrow, and maybe not even this series. So if the Jays move on to the ALCS, then maybe Bo Bichette would be ready, which is obviously huge. The starting pitcher for Game 1, I don't know who it's going to be for New York. I don't know if it was released yet at this time. It's currently 3 p.m. on Friday, October 3rd, so I don't know if it was released yet. But Gausman is a starter for Game 1. He's been great all year long, although he's had pretty bad starts the past 2 games. I think he gave up 4 runs in the last game of the season, and then his last start before that he also gave up like 3 or 4 runs. I think the Jays still won both games, but he definitely made it a bit more closer than it should have been. And yeah, it wasn't all that good, but obviously still pretty good. But he's 0-2. Gausman's 0-2 with a 4.91 ERA in his 8 career playoff appearances, 3 of which he started. Why is this light on? Yeah, so he's 0-2 with a 4.91 ERA, not the best, but hopefully we'll see what he can do tomorrow. That's obviously what matters. I'm not trying to like look back on the past too much and be like, oh yeah, he was bad this game. Tomorrow's a new game. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see what happens tomorrow. The big thing as well is that the Yankees, I didn't even know this until I saw a video. The Yankees hit 83 more home runs than the Jays did, which is insane. So the Jays are really gonna the Jays are obviously pretty good with home runs too, but obviously having 83, that's obviously really good. I don't have a lot here, but I'm gonna go into some player stats now. So Springer, he has 32 home runs, 84 RBIs. He's been pretty good. Guerrero, obviously, I feel like he needs to be a bit better. He's getting $500 million for a reason, so I mean, be better. Thank you. He has 23 home runs, 84 RBIs as well. 21 home runs for Barger, 74 RBIs. Dalton Varsho, 20 home runs, 55 RBIs. Varsho also had a home run or a grand slam, I believe, recently, so he's been really good. Bo Bichette, 18 home runs, 94 RBIs. So even though he's been out the past month, he still has more RBIs than anybody else on this team, even though he's been out the past month, which is great. Not great. I mean, that's great that he has a lot of RBIs. Going into the Yankees, the Yankees pitching, the Yankees pitching. Sorry, the Yankees batters. So Aaron Judge obviously has a lot of home runs. He has 53 home runs with 114 RBIs. Trent Grisham is obviously really good as well. 34 home runs, 74 RBIs. Jazz Chisholm, 31 home runs and 80 RBIs. Cody Bellinger also has 98 RBIs with 29 home runs. So obviously these players are all really good, right? I'm not going to go through everybody, of course, but basically both teams have really good hitters is what I'm trying to get at. So it should be a really good, I feel like the starting pitchers are really good too, which I'm going to get into next. So I feel like it could easily be something like they're really good, the pitching is really good, but then the batters are better, or the pitching's really good and then the batters don't get much, right? So it'll be pretty cool to see. So my friend was again, I don't know much about baseball. My friend was to tell me that records don't matter too much in baseball because Gausman is 10-11. That's his record, 10 wins, 11 losses. His ERA is 3.59 in the 21 games. Chris Bassett, which I think might be the Game 2 starter or Game 3 starter, he's 11-9 with a 3.96 ERA. Jose Brios is not going to be in the starting playoff rotation, but he's 4.17 ERA. And he's 9-5. Lauer might be. He's 9-2 with 3.1 ERA. Getting into some of the bullpen arms here, Brendan Little has been pretty good, 3.03 ERA. Jeff Hoffman 4.37 ERA, Max Scherzer 5.19. He's not going to be in the playoff rotation most likely. Braden Fisher has been really good. Flu Hardy has been really good. He was the pitcher that got the Jays out of it when they had bases loaded, 1 out or 2 outs. And Mason Flu Hardy got it out for them basically. So he's been really good, and then Fish has been really good as well. He's 7-0 apparently with a 2.70 ERA. I also saw an article, and then it said that Hoffman in the month of September was like 0.86 ERA, so he's been great. The only thing about Hoffman is that, like, I'm pretty sure Jays fans can agree, Hoffman has been very iffy. Like, you know what I mean? He's really good, but then he's really not good sometimes. Like, again, I don't know much about baseball, so I don't want to say too much. I know a lot more about hockey, so. But yeah, honestly, we'll see what they can do. We'll see what they can do. That's basically the Jays going into the pitching for the Yankees. I don't even know half of the starting pitchers. Like, I know there's Carlos Rodon and Max Fried, so Rodon is 18-9 with 3.09 ERA. Max Fried is 19-5 with a 2.86 ERA. So both pitchers are really good, obviously. So again, I feel like it'll come down to like a batting duel, a pitching duel, obviously. Whoever can make the best defensive plays. Like, I was telling my friend, like, he's like a diehard Jays fan, so he knows a lot more about baseball than I do. But yeah, like, honestly, I feel like it'll be a really good series. I don't even know what to really predict. I was telling my friend, the Yankees could win 4-5. The Jays could win in a 3-4-5. Like, it really just doesn't. If the Jays, because I know the Jays. This is also worth mentioning. The Jays, prior to the last 4 games of the season, they were horrible on offense for like a whole 6-7 games. They were horrible. They could barely get a hit. They barely got hits. They barely got 1 run. They lost the series to the Boston Red Sox. They lost 6-1. They lost 7-1 before winning 6-1. Right. So that was when they started turning it around in the last game against the Boston Red Sox, and they were able to sweep away the Tampa Bay Rays, which they needed to do because the Yankees won their last 8 games in a row. So the Jays had to win their last 4 to have the tiebreaker, to win by the tiebreaker, which they did. And again, I feel like home field will be crucial for the Jays because they've been really good at home. I feel like just the energy gives them, I feel like the home crowd energy just gives them, obviously, not just the Jays, but any home team, they obviously give them like a bit of a boost. So I feel like home field is always a pretty good advantage to have. So in terms of like predictions, I really don't know. It really just depends on, like, I don't know if the bye week will affect the Jays. I don't know, because they've been off for 6 days now. At the time that they play the game, they'll be off for 6 days. Everybody will have not played a game for 6 days, right? So I don't know if that'll mean Gosman gets a lot of rest, which he will get a lot of rest. But it's like, will he be rusty? Will the Jays hitters be rusty? You know what I mean? Like will the defense not be as strong? You know what I mean? So that's kind of my thing. That's kind of my thing about the Jays. Obviously a great team. I'm not saying that they're bad by any means. Obviously they're great. They won the at least for a reason. I'm just curious how this bye will affect them, if it will affect them at all. And then again, it's the Yankees and Jays. That's like the best rivalry. So just thought it'd be a great series. Again, crazy that they have not played yet in a playoff series. Like, literally mind-boggling to me how that hasn't been a thing yet. But is what it is. So yeah, please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I know I've seen someone comment. I know I saw one person comment. I didn't even mention the Blue Jays, that I don't think. And then someone commented, yeah, I'm a Yankees fan, and it'll be a good series. It'll be a great series. So yeah, please let me know if you guys watch baseball, if you guys have any thoughts. Again, I don't know how many views this video will get. Maybe it gets like 5, who knows? But maybe it gets 5,000, who knows? But I feel like it'll be a great series. Again, I'm not the best at giving like previews because I don't watch baseball that much anyways. But I just thought it'd be pretty cool just to do a little, preview. Again, I do think that the Jays bullpen is better than the Yankees, as far as I've heard at least. I think the starting pitching is pretty even. The hitters are both pretty even, but again, obviously more home runs for the Yankees. So honestly, yeah, I feel like all in all, it'll be a great series. It'll probably go all 5 games. So Rogers Center will be rocking on Game 5, if it goes to Game 5. And I keep thinking about NHL. I keep thinking it's a 7-game series, but it's a 5-game series. Best of 3. So we'll see what happens. The Jays can definitely win. The Yankees can definitely win. I don't know, but I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm not going to be able to even really watch the first 2 games, or if I do, I'll miss most of it or some of it or whatever, so it's definitely going to be annoying because I basically have work at 6:30 p.m. and the game starts at 4, so I have to leave for work just at the end of the game, which is when stuff gets the most intense. So it freaking sucks, but it is what it is. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Go Jays go, and I'll see you guys. I don't know if I'll make another video, like let's say they make it to the ALCS. I'll probably do another video because there's no point in not doing one, I guess. If I'm doing one here, I might as well do one for the rest of the way too. But yeah, hopefully the Jays can win, and I'll see you guys later. Deuces.